Hello again everyone and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going retro with this review because we'll be taking a look at something from my childhood. Now, while this isn't the exact item that I had growing up, I'm still really excited to have another one of these in my possession, especially after all these years. But as you can probably tell, we'll be taking a look at the Micro Action trains. And for those that aren't familiar with Micro Action, it was a line of miniature vehicles made by the company Funrise, and I believe these were meant to compete with the micro machines back in the 1990s. You had all sorts of manufacturers out there that were doing things like this. Of course, Funrise had Micro Action, then you had, I know Mattel had their Hot Wheels Planet Micro, and I think there was even some other micro machine knockoff brands out there. And I know for a fact that Micro Machines itself made a comeback in recent years, although from what I've seen, they just don't look that great in my opinion. But anyways, we'll go ahead and get everything out of the box here and take a look at it, and I will relive some childhood memories. Before I get everything out, I'll show the box, which is quite knocked around, but you can see this set includes 3 trains and 3 road signs, and I like how it's presented because you can pretty much see everything from any angle. And, you know, Funrise did have a nice way of presenting these sets, although some might argue that the trains should have been on tracks or something. You can see we've got, looks like a British steam locomotive in the background there. Not sure which one that is. If anyone knows, they can leave it in the comments. But going around to the back of the box shows some other sets which were available. Of course, this is the train set, but they also had jets, big rigs. I had that one when I was younger. They had military, fire engines, and construction, which I actually got those 2 sets in the background there. But going underneath, I'm just trying to see here. Right there. I'm seeing a date of 27/09/91, so I'm thinking 1991 for the year on this. But yeah, that's going back ways. But let's go ahead and get this set out. Alright, there is the set out of the box, and you can now get a better look at everything. Of course, we got the 3 signs. There's also a diesel locomotive, a tank car, and a caboose. And I'll go ahead and get the turntable out, and we'll take a closer look at everything. So here's the locomotive from this set, and I know this is a diesel locomotive, but I'm not sure exactly what it is in terms of like model, whether it's American, British. If you happen to know, leave a comment. But this is all plastic. It's quite detailed, really. I noticed that we do have like vents and such all around. It looks like some cabinets and what have you. Plus you got, looks like a fan on the roof. You got the windows on the cab are painted. We've also got headlights on front and rear, and you can see the railings are here, although they're not like cut out or anything. Also the trucks, they don't look too bad either. I noticed this has a coupler hook on the rear, which is going to need some flashing removed to couple the rolling stock. But I remember the one I had as a child, the coupler was actually on the front for some reason. I don't know, these locomotives, this particular type, it might have been designed cab forward, cab backward, I don't know. Again, if anyone knows what exactly this locomotive is, let me know down in the comments. And here we have the 2 pieces of rolling stock which were included in the set. And one thing I noticed right away with these is that if you look on the bottom, they've only got 1 set of axles on each of the trucks, which I'm not sure if this is a manufacturing error or if that was done to cut cost, but I am a little disappointed with that. I don't remember if the set I had was like that when I was little, but you can see these are quite detailed. A lot of painted on details like railings and such. Tank car has a ladder and a filler cap here. And I also notice, you may be able to see with these, that the hooks are actually, well, the tops of them kind of look like the knuckles. So, nice little touch there, I guess. You can also see the caboose has painted on window details, and it looks like there is an attempt to paint a ladder on the back here. There's also one on the front as well. But, I don't know, you don't want to look at the paint too closely because it is a bit sloppy in areas. I mean, hey, these are made to a price, I guess. But yeah, two nice little pieces of rolling stock. Lastly, we have the signs which came in this set, and to be quite honest, other than the railroad crossing sign, the others don't really seem to go with this. I just feel like it would have been better to have like maybe a yard limit sign or a watch for trains sign or something like that. Maybe the do not enter sign would fit with this, but I don't know. It's a possibility that Funrise just threw whatever in this set, maybe just what they had for surplus of signs. I don't know. Just seems a bit odd in my opinion. One thing I've noticed with this train is that it rides kind of rough due to the flashing on the wheels. And I remember the one from my childhood. I don't think it lasted more than a year just because of how fragile it is. One of the big things being these couplers. These would definitely break off so easily. But I also remember the tank car that I had. The body separated from the frame, and I don't know exactly what happened to it, but I think the caboose even suffered the same fate. These road signs were another deal. Often they would get stepped on and broke. They went probably very quickly. And I think the locomotive was the only thing out of the set that survived, but in time I kind of just lost it, I guess. So to finally have this set in its entirety again, I'm definitely reliving the memories of when I had this as a child. So I think that's pretty much it for this review. From memory, I believe I paid about $10 for this set on eBay, which I don't think that was bad. And I really couldn't tell you what these went for back in the 90s. I know the one I got was from Kmart, and if I had to guess off the top of my head, maybe about $5 to $6, give or take. But I'm just really happy to have this set again, especially because I have such fond memories of it, even though it didn't last that long. Again, it's just great to have one of these. But yeah, that's going to be all for now. You guys can feel free to let me know your thoughts on this set in the comments down below. Also feel free to talk about other micro action sets that you may know of or have had. And until next time, I'll catch you all later.